It feels so right when I have you here. I know it can't be wrong. I've got a certain feeling that I really want you to know. So baby, come with me tonight. There's so much I wanna show. Come baby, follow me to the floor. You're making me crazy and I can't ignore the way that you're making me beg for more. 'Cause I never seen anything like you before. Your body, take me in the
Alrighty. Let's see. OBS, you're doing good. Glad to see that. Modify the volume for the sound just a bit. Even on my end, it's a bit loud. Let's see, 20% for that. Let's go 50% for the mic volume for now. Alrighty. OBS, swap over to Minecraft. Thank you. Thank you for doing what I asked you to. Phone going off. Okay. Thank you, phone, for going off. Phone, where did you go off? Oh. Okay. Phone was on vibrate in my pocket and vibrated. Yeah, confused me. Alrighty, let's see. What did we leave off last stream? I believe it was with the animal, not animal, mob pen. Gotta move my headset cord, headphone cord, rather. Scroll objectives, set display, sidebar. Mob counts? Yes. Yes, mob counts. Scoreboard objective, set display, sidebar, mob counts. No, not counts. Not counts, mob counts. Really hate the fact that it's plural. Just saying. Scoreboard players set chicken counts to 10. Cow to 10. Might horse. Magma. And peg for now. Alrighty, they're in there, and then this should have triggered. That should have triggered this. Let's see, there were some mobs in there. Is there less mobs in there now? Alright, yeah, they are getting transferred over to here just fine. There's a lot of mobs over here. How many mobs are over here? 138. That might not include the eggs. Kill E, type item. Alright, there's 130 over here. Wow, that's a lot of mobs. Looks like we had some leftover villagers and bunnies from the last stream. And cows? No, I added more cows. Alrighty, so they're actually getting sent over. Let's see, what do we need to do then? That's right, that's one of the things I need to do. I need to give myself a minecart with command lock. Minecart. Psyllium. There we go. And set block. 2 above it to be a redstone block. 0 destroy. Board objectives. Set display, sidebar, team scores. Alrighty, that's essentially the game timer. Is outralization a word? It's like initialization, but for the ending portion instead of the initial portion. Is that a word? I feel like this should be a word. I'm hoping it's a word. Thinking, and those 4 systems here need to be activated. Yeah, that would have to be activated. That is 111659, negative 855. No, not 855, 885. Okay. And that is for Team 4, if I'm not mistaken. You see that weird artifacting on the screen going on? It's like one of the cows or... What the hell's going on? Showing up right here. Weird, I'm not entirely sure what's going on there. Let's see. Is there any artifacting going on in here? I see some mobs stop getting rendered in, but that's about it. Alrighty, Team 1. This is the point system. This is at 11:07, 15:09, 9:42. This is Team 3. That's at 11:16:59, negative 9:51. And now I need Team 2. 1174, 59, negative 942. Let's see. I also need these to be activated. Do I want to do that at the start of a game round, or do I want to do that part of the initialization of the map? Hmm. I could do the part of this here. Trying to think of where I would do this here. Game valid, settings, game duration, game ticks. Would not want to do it there. Would probably do it over here. Yeah, I would definitely do it over here. These four would be for the initialization of the bottom four. Either coordinates. Let's see, looking at Team 1, is at 1107.56, negative 942. $1107.56, negative 938. That is for those initialization systems. I'm actually going to head on over to Team 2 instead of Team 4. Let's see, Team 2 is at 1174.56, negative 940. Presumably to 1174.56, negative 938. Presumably. Yeah. Awesome. And Team 3. There's Team 3 is at 1118.56, negative 951. 2 1120.56, negative 951. And finally, Team 4. 1118.56, negative 885 to, again, presumably 1120.56, negative 885. Yes. Yes, it is. Alrighty, with those 4 sets of coordinates written down in a notepad, I will be able to actually set them up with the command blocks. Fill x1, y1, z1, x2, blah blah blah, okay. This will be Team 1, 56, negative 940 to 1107.56, negative 938. With redstone block 0, destroy. This will be fill 11, 74.56, negative 940, 1174.56, negative 938. Redstone block 0, destroy. Same for team 3 coordinates. Alrighty, they should have all ran those, and they should all have redstone lined in them now. Assuming nothing weird happened, of course. Yeah, they should all be filled. And they are. Alrighty, the next step would be to essentially clone those, and these will be the set blocks for the individual team clocks for the counting systems. Let's see, this one's going to be set block 117456. Not that. 117459 negative 942. And it looks like the time left system is still running, hasn't had any issues. I have noticed the value flash a bit. Not much I can do about that, I don't think. Alrighty, that should be running all of those right now. Running that one. Running that one. Apparently Team 1 has 5 points already. Not entirely sure how, but okay. I'll have to look inside. Maybe one of the mobs jumped down. Alrighty. All 4 of those are active. Team 1, how do you have 5 points? Let me know. Ah, yeah. Looks like a magma cube fell down there. Magma cube jumped down into the pit, apparently, at some point. No, get over here, cow. And you too, bunny. Surprisingly difficult to get a mob into your pen from way up here. Not way up here, way down there. Yeah, let's see, because of this system here... Wow, really? I might have to move this fence system back one block. Not having any luck getting into the mobs into the pen. Yeah, that was close, but no cigar. I want it to be challenging, but not challenging to the point where it's almost undoable. Come on. There we go, got the chicken. Awesome, running this way, and damn it, lost the hook. Already got the cow. Yeah, it's it's definitely harder than you may think. See, can I even hook one like this? That I can do. Alrighty, you got 4 points in 2 of the teams. Get in there. The quack is indeed real. Nine seconds remain. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. 3 seconds left. 1, 0, off, ticks on. That disables the clock. Awesome. Links, golf links. Yeah, yes, I know, Tate. I know. I gave you links. There's links. Vegan has links. can has link state, you can has all the links. Insert link spam here. Talking to Tate Fox over Skype. He is another streamer if you are unaware. He's pretty cool. I'd recommend checking him out when he is streaming. He's been doing stream a day lately. So yeah. Alright, so the time left hit 0. This enabled after approximately 8 more actual game ticks. From there, this is going to be the start of the initialization, de-initialization process. I honestly don't know what to call this. I don't know if outralization is a word. It's like the opposite of initialization. We're not initializing the game, we're finishing the game. I feel like there should be a word for this. I don't know if there is a word for this, and if there is, I really don't know it. I'm so confused on what the word might be. Yeah, this is going to be the de-initialization process. I'm just going to go with that for now. This is positive Z. Okay, awesome. Fill from there to 10 blocks out for now. Redstone block 0 replace. Just need to update the block. Need to bat away a fly. This fly gets annoying. Alright, so that's essentially 40... No, not 40. You're gonna have to subtract 1 because command block right there would actually get enabled from that, which might not be a bad thing. I'll have to consider it. Alright, so let's see. I need a block to disable that. So that's running. Disable. Okay. So I need it to disable at 11, 16, 60, negative 84. Awesome. That'll be 1 command block. Sub block. Redstone block 0 replace. Let's see, I'm actually going to move this down a couple to there specifically since I was team 4, team 4. Let's see, this one should also be running still. Let's see, it should be this one. This is at 11, 16, 60, negative 950. And that is for team 3. Doing this to disable the point calculations. Once that is done, the scores on the right will be kept and no longer updated. Let's see, Team 1 did the best with 25 points. Yay, Team 1! Yep, that's definitely the one I'm looking for. Let's see, this is 11:08:59, negative 942. Nope. That'll be 60. Gotta remember to increment 1. And that will be for Team 1. And finally, Team 2 is way over here. Should be that one. Defaulting these to stone, by the way, in their off state, just keep myself sane. Usually because, well, as you can see, when it's running normally, it's redstone blocks, and to me that just means on. So if I can disable it with, in terms of having a different block besides redstone, I am going to. I'd rather not be gone insane of grammar structure lacking. I feel like it made sense, but the grammar structure just wasn't there. How's the music in the background, by the way? And how's the stream quality? I actually noticed I have dropped some frames, but it's been minimal. Whatever, I dropped some frames. That's interesting. Might have just been a minor hiccup. Might have been something updating. Yeah, updating in the background that I'm unaware of. I really wish I had dual monitors again. Be able to keep Twitch up in one screen and the game up in the other. Alrighty, so those 4 mark the spots that I want them to disable at. My inventory. Wanted that to be first, second, third, and fourth. Gonna duplicate those here, and instead of replacing it with a redstone block, it is going to be stone. Yeah, let's go with stone. Quality seems good, background music seems good, it's not too soft. My volume's not too soft either. I feel like I've boiled down the audio by now in terms of what the level should be for the music and for my voice, but it doesn't hurt to double check, you know. Did I leave anything over here? I did. You know what? Actually, let's just let's run it once and actually see. So let's see if this actually triggers everything like I want it to. So that's a stone block that would be disabled into stone. Let's see. This is still running? That is still running. That was still running. Why was... And this one looks like it's still running. Oh, the music is a bit quiet, Demois. Apparently that tick duration is not good enough. Team 1, Team 2, Team 3, and Team 4. One, two, 2, 3, and 4. Hopefully that triggers it better. I'm essentially trying to get a time frame. I do. Let's see, Twitch, what are you showing for my stream title then, if it's not what I entered earlier? Go away, fly. Oh, I see what happened there. It still had me marked as logged in earlier. I'm guessing my login session expired with Twitch, and it didn't actually accept the changes. That's interesting. Let me go ahead and actually change the title then. Minecraft. There we go. Title should have been changed then. Is it good? Hopefully it's good now. Just drop some more frames. Whoa, what was that warning about? Alrighty, guess I'm gonna have to be watching OBS here for a moment. Toggle downfall. I noticed the sky got dark. Let's see, was this the fill? No, that was not the fill command I was expecting. Let's see, this needs to be backwards, and this sets to air. Bam. Oh, whoops. Needs one more block. And that will need one more block as well. Alrighty, so that's still running. That is disappointing. That means turning it off there does not work. What if I do this? 11:07:59, -9:42, set block to stone. No, that did not disable it. Do that though, that should definitely disable them. I might have to do that, and during the initialization process, remove the redstone blocks that may or may not be there. That might be the best way to get rid of that issue. Yeah. I think I'm gonna have to go with that route. That means I'm gonna have to... what were these 4 blocks I have here? Those are the redstone versions. That's fine. That might actually mean I might have to expand upon this system over here. Actually, I can guarantee I will need to do that then. With that, that needs to be moved out some more blocks. And this here will be where I do the disabling of the disabler. Disable the disable. Stone. Stone. Stone and stone. Let's see, that went up to there. I need another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks. Bam. Already executed just fine. I should actually probably put some signs over here as well, just to keep my sanity on what things do over here. Let's see, the top and bottom are for team initializations. These 5 on the left and right are the teleport systems. Let me actually just go ahead and move these. Out of the way. Whoa. Yeah, because I wanna resort these so I can put the signs on there better. Yeah, because those can be a ring. Those 4 can be a ring. The other 4 can be a ring. These 5 will have to be a almost ring. Getting some response lag from the game right now, and that's a bit concerning, to be honest. 0 chunk updates. FPS is fine. Looks like there's something going on in the background that I'm unaware of. And these 4 should be fine where they are. Alrighty. Those teleport systems I probably would want to do last, I'm thinking. Actually, the order might not matter. Order might not matter. Regardless, I'm gonna do the redstone blocks first here. Rather, that is the destroying process for the redstone blocks. Where does it actually set at? Oh, that's for the systems to start. Ooh. Inventory. Clear. What do we know items to remove? I apparently have ghosting items in my inventory. Oh, wait, what? Clear? Relogging into the world, I'm a little confused on what's going on. I did something. Inventory is clear, those items are still there. And now they're not. I'm breaking Minecraft. What? I am indeed breaking Minecraft somehow. Wow. What if it's because of these holes? Not entirely sure. Alrighty then. Realize I'm gonna have to move these over. What the hell is going on, Minecraft? What are you not liking right now? What is destroying you? Yeah, wow, look at that. The place I blocked, it's not even updating this. It's like I'm not even here. What the hell is going on? What the hell is going on? Broke Minecraft, guys. I did? Must have missed it. Whoever followed me, thanks for following. I'm not used to looking for that. Yeah, it definitely broke Minecraft. Let's see, I just killed myself. Should have. And nothing is happening from that. No. Oh, hello. Hello, OBS. Let me see if I can figure out what the hell is going on here. Something weird is definitely happening. Oh hey, I finally killed myself in game. Going to restart the game because I'm not sure what's going on. And I swear I heard my name. Not entirely sure though. Tate! Hi Tate. I see you lurking. Yeah, what the hell is going on? I broke Minecraft. I've never broken Minecraft. How the hell did I break Minecraft? It's a first. My minigame is just so awesome that Minecraft had to break, apparently. Yeah, anyway, restarting Minecraft. Hopefully that fixes whatever issue was going on. The processor was at 60% for Minecraft alone. No idea what the hell was going on there. Really, Fly? You're still around? I thought I killed you. Apparently I did not kill the fly. It just buzzed at me after saying I thought I killed you. Alrighty, Minecraft, are you happy now? Are you happy? Tell me you're happy. I want to know that you're happy. So far so good? I think. At least the word loaded this time around. I think that's loaded. Looks loaded. What the hell happened? What broke the game? I'm gonna have to check the logs on that one. As far as I'm aware, these things here shouldn't be causing an issue. As far as I'm aware. Actually makes me a little concerned now. Alright, so that definitely disables them, though. To go back where we were. Hopefully that won't happen again. What is Minecraft using right now? Since I restarted it, it is at only 35% on average, with only a bit over a gig of RAM being used. Just FYI, I do not use the number in the top right in the F3 window. I do not trust that number to save my life. Hello, Bucksnort 2. Demois, I totally thought you said welcome back. Yeah, no idea what the hell is going on with Minecraft. Can't believe it broke it already. I never break games. Redstone. No, that's a fill. This is Ziploc. These are these then. Alrighty, so those got moved over. The other things I need to do then for the first set is to essentially do these, but for the default off toggles. Animal fishing is a minigame designed around the fishing rod itself. Let me grab a fishing rod. This arena is set up for 4 teams. Team 1, Team 2, Team 3, Team 4. So red, blue, yellow, green. The players will be up in their respective bins up here with their fishing rods. They'll toss it out, try to hook the mob, and they're essentially trying to get it into their pen down there, where you can see down below. Mobs are worth various amounts of points, and the team with the most points at the end obviously wins. Hopefully fairly obvious concept, but in terms of the points, I mean. So yeah, I believe the horses are worth 1, pigs 1, cows 1, I think at the moment. Something like that. The chickens are worth 7. You know what? Let me just mob scores. There we go. Endermites are worth 7, silverfish 7, chicken 5, magma 5, rabbit 4, pig 3. Oh, pigs are worth 3. I thought they were worth 1. Medium slime. That is slime size 1. Slime size 1 is worth 3, cow 2, sheep 2, villager 2, horse 1, and slime 3, 1. Slime 3 is the largest natural spawning slime. Let me actually summon one to demonstrate what I mean. That is a slime of size 3, and that is a slime of size 1. So those are the 2 natural vanilla Minecraft slime sizes that can be spawned in through swamps and slime chunks, of course. You know what? Wow. Fine, ignore me. Have fun in the void. Or not. Any questions about that, Bucksnort? I'm just gonna call you Buck, by the way, at this point. Off the edge. Are you still on there? There you go. Yeah. Anyway, there's going to be a customizable score for the mobs, as well, by the way. That would be done in the game lobby over here, where you can change the mob scores. You can also change the amount of mobs that spawn in the round. So yeah, those 2 things are customizable. Obviously, you can join whatever team you want. It's not randomly assigned, although there is a random join the team. Random. Yeah, I think that's about it for now. Oh, the game duration can also be modified as well. By default, it is 5 minutes for a round. Yeah, I guess you could say this is similar to Hungry Hungry Hippos. I actually didn't think about that comparison before, but yeah, it's pretty close to what it actually would be, yeah. Only instead of everything being worth the same amount, just various amounts of... Yeah, I guess there would be various amount of ball colors, if you will. each ball color having a various point assigned to it. Yeah. I might actually use that in my description when I post this on MCF when I'm done with it. Anyway, back to the note to shelf. Note to self, don't press Shift and F3 together, otherwise you get the debug profiler up again. Actually, you know what? I need to remember that next time this game lags like that. 1108, 60, negative 942. That's one of them that I need to set the block for. To stone or air or whatever the case may be. D-Moise, you know you can just speak in the Twitch chat, right? You don't have to Skype me about it. Alrighty, and this block is at 1175, 60, negative 942. And apparently it's raining again. I can tell by the darkness of the sky. My hopes are that these first four are going to get executed and activate before these four get activated. Simply because there is a timing issue here, or could be a potential timing issue. Tate, finally you speak. Tate speaks. Yeah. The timing issue is going to be if that doesn't set this to stone before this actually tries to activate, then this will fail to activate. That is one thing I'm worried about, and actually I need that block location, don't I? Alrighty, team 1, 2, and 3 are done from that location. I do prefer using relative coordinates, by the way, but this is a bit more complicated to get relative coordinates for, especially if I intend on moving those command blocks around at all. I'm essentially trying to reference a system outside of the intended scope, if you will, and damn movement moved me away and started pointing at the stone block. Alrighty, Team 4's value is done. Need to put one there and put that in there. Let's see, redstone block. Bam. Alright, so that should have activated those 4 timers. I wanted to make sure the timing issue was not an issue. That's active. That is active. And not active. Oh, whoops. Well, I apparently had the wrong coordinates for Team 4. Let's see, that's positive X and negative Z. Okay, so that's a number that had to be flipped. Why is this no longer working? Oh. There we go. Had both set to replace with stone. I need to fix that coordinate though. This one looks like it's running. It is. Awesome. Ready. Let's head on back over to Team 4, and I believe I just need the Y value up 1. Yeah, I had that at 59. Needs to be at 60. Yep, I entered 59. Needs to be at 60. Let me run through that once more to make sure nothing happens. Just a sanity check, if you will. Looks good to me. Well, I'd be tired, Buck, but I woke up at 1 in the afternoon. Unintentionally. Again, I guess I was up till... what was it, like 4 or something? Playing DBZ with Tate and other people. What time did you sign off, Tate? Was that like around... That was around, that was around 3:30 your time, wasn't it? Something like that? Yeah, that had been around 4-ish my time. Yeah, because I remember saying I wanted to go to bed like 3 hours ago. What does this command block do? Clears everyone's inventory. And that gives the item. Okay. That can actually be put somewhere in here. Let's put it here. And what do these do again? Those are the... See, this is why I hate relative core. 230? Was it 230? Huh. That was later than that. And now for the block. The block teleporter. No, the team teleporter. Wait. Knew I had a duplicate. Well, glad the clear and give worked. Let's see, if I join a team then... Actually, let me just hit start game. To be implemented. Really? I never set that up. Where is that block location at? 65, 63, negative 1024. Activate. Yep. So the game starting is going to fail because I'm not part of a team. Portal and Portal 2 are great games. I loved both when they first came out, but I can't say I've actually had a reason to touch either of them recently. Primarily because I've gone through them multiple times already, and I even messed around with all the maps and stuff like that. So let me join a random team. Random team. Something failed over here. Oh. Oh, so that block actually stayed. And when I was having issues and I placed that block, it was actually kept. Join Team 3. That sounds good to me. Start game. Let's see. There's one thing I should probably do with the start game button and actually offer some feedback that, yes, it did work. It's actually doing something. And I'm at Team 3. And the mobs, I don't believe were set up to spawn. Yeah, I believe those were the same mobs that were here to begin with. Let me go ahead and kill all of them off, along with any items that may have dropped for whatever reason, and I killed at. Eh. There was an entity named at, apparently. I don't want to enforce people joining a random team. I would rather give an error message about not everyone being on a team. That way, if someone intended to be on a team with friends or something, it would just prevent the game from starting and actually allow them to correct the issue. It's part of the reason I have this join team sign here. So if like someone really wants to join a random team, they can, but I would rather not enforce a random team on anyone not in a team. Man, there's a lot of those are command blocks. A lot of those R&D command blocks is what I meant to say. There are a lot of command blocks here. What do those even do again? Oh, those are mob count systems. Speaking of mob counts, let's see. This system over here. This is another system for the spawning system. Another system for the spawning system. Doesn't sound right to me. I apparently can't speak tonight or something. I'm not entirely sure. Let me go ahead and enable that, and all the mobs got sent over there. Wow, that was an interesting sight. Alrighty. So that disables itself. That does not disable it here, though. What does this disable? That does nothing for disabling itself. Where do I... Oh. Do I disable it here? No. Wait. Relative, -3, 1, -13. -3... 13-ish. Yeah, that does disable itself. How does that get enabled then? Does it though? Does it actually get enabled at all? I don't think it does. Gotta love people that do stuff and things. I don't know. You know, I should maybe have OBS open for anyone that like actually follows me and I can actually see it. Might help. Yeah, Seth Bling and especially Jasper, actually, in some of his places, those two can definitely use a lot of command blocks. I mean, I have a lot of command blocks here, but it is nowhere near the amount that they can go through for a minigame. Hello, Rainbows. With the Z. Gotta make sure you pronounce the Z. How's everyone doing, by the way? Besides, you know, being tired and stuff. You guys enjoying the stream? I'm always looking for suggestions on making the stream better, etc. Well, better within, you know, my limitations of actually being able to make it better. Bucksnort, I'm actually, or Buck, rather, I'm just, I was gonna call you AJ, but I wasn't, I'm like, Rainbows. Let's change it up. Buck, I usually do use MC Edit, for a lot of this. However, a lot of this is not something that would just be easily done with MC Edit. These command blocks over here, a lot of these were done with MC Edit. Just because it was easier for me, because like all of these here, these are for the team scores of raw values, which is something internal that I've done quite a few streams ago. This is all Team 1 stuff. These 12 command blocks are duplicated for Team 2, 3, and 4. I just used MC Edit for those, but stuff like this I don't mind doing by hand. If I know I can get away with MC Edit, though, I will. If not, I won't. Yes, I am, AJ. Or trying to be as much as possible. I mean, I'm still learning. There's actually two people I need to thank that are actually not part of stream tonight. Crap, what are their names? One is the Gnat, and apparently I'm falling to my death. No, not -10. Let's see, they were the Gnat and Cyborg Alien. Both of them watched me first few times I streamed this minigame concept, and the Gnat actually helped me out with a stats block command, and Cyborg Alien has helped me out with some design elements. I wouldn't say a lot, but he's definitely helped me out a bit. So yeah, I would definitely say thanks to those two for helping me out. Without the Gnat, actually, this whole mobs counting system would not be working properly. Like, I would have had to toss away the idea at that point because I had no idea how to do it. What is this block, by the way? This is 1094.59, -941. And that is... Yeah, and there's another thing I've actually learned a lot during this minigame project, and that is a scoreboard. I've never had a reason to touch a scoreboard. So when I came up with this kind of idea to kind of implement, I was forced into using the scoreboard. This was actually before custom game rules were even permitted. So, like, everything had to be built around that. I knew it was doable. I knew my idea was doable for the most part. It was just wondering of how to get everything implemented. Animal fishing, essentially is what it sounds like. You use a fishing pole to get mobs into a pen, and the mobs are worth score points. Score points, yes, that is now a phrase. You can actually see the scores on the right there. I still have that up from when Buck asked. Team with the most points obviously wins. As for enabling the doohickey. Zip block. Let's see, since it has a self-disabling mechanism on it, so I've yet to put the signs over there like I intended to. This is at 1095.60, -941. Yeah, Hungry Hippos is definitely a good term for it, which Buck offered earlier. I don't disagree with that at all. $11.75. $60. -942. Alright, those first set is for the timers. Timer, disablers. Team score, timer, disablers. Disablers. And this is the team score entity stats in it. And that would be the team score, timer, and then starters. This one then would be the mob spawn disabler, mob spawning disabler. I can't come up with a better phrase than that, to be honest. These 4 are... Where are these 4 for? That block couldn't be placed. Huh. Wait, that's what those 4 blocks do? What do the other 4 blocks do then? Did I duplicate blocks by accident? That's at 59, that's at 60. I am now confused. Go me. Not the first time I've been confused on this project. Probably not the last. Alright, so that's actually for the timers, and then the other ones are for that? Huh? $11.75, 16, negative 9.40. $9.42. Yeah, apparently I duplicated blocks by accident. Okay. Personally, I enjoy programming. Programming is actually more of what I want to do as a career, outside of YouTube and stream, of course. Other than that, I enjoy playing games. Okay, and now these are going to be the Team 1 to 4 teleporter system. Apparently I can't spell system. Go me. Hey, AJ destroys rainbow. Rainbows? Yes, AJ destroys rainbows. No. AJ destroys Minecraft maps. Draw and read, huh? Spectator teleport, and that did what again? And this is why I use signs, just so I can keep track of what things do. Ah, right, the mob spawning system. Team spec, teleporter, mob spawn init, and clear and give fishing rods. A lot, Buck. .NET, C#, C++, C, PHP, HTML, JavaScript, Java. I know a bit of Perl. Don't do Perl too often. Let's see, what else do I know? I know a lot. I know more than I really bother actually using on a database basis, if you will. Oh, Python. That was the other one I was trying to think of. Really? Rain again? Let me restart the game sequence to see what all gets set up. I want to make sure everything actually initializes properly. And see what I'm missing. Another thing I actually do is I do a lot of technical work on the Technic forums. That is forums.technicpack.net. I'm actually one of the few people that actually do their tracker support for the mod packs. So that's active. Actually, if I wasn't streaming, I'd probably be on there right now. That or, you know, if Tate was streaming, I'd probably be watching him or something. Alrighty, so that enabled this. Turned on to turn that on. I actually had to drop out of college because I was more or less tired of it. I had to take a break from it all. And do I hear silverfish in here? Oh, hello mobs. Apparently the mobs all spawned in. Okay, so I don't actually have an initialization method for this yet. Okay, and there's no way that gets turned off once it is running. What two were they again? Chat. Java and HTML. If you're learning JavaScript and not Java, you should be better off in terms of learning it. Learning Java and HTML. Have a lot of syntax differences, a lot of purpose differences, can be a lot more confusing than it needs to be. Alrighty, so let's see, where is this block at? That is 1085, 16, negative 941. Java and C++ are indeed very similar. There is a lot of things that you need to understand, though, that Java encapsulates a lot better than C++. Their syntax can be identical, but I would say in terms of what they are identical in, that's going to be pretty much the upper limit of. Also, they're both object-orientated. Let's see. So block that to be redstone, block 0 replace. So that's going to activate this once it gets toggled, like so. And all the mobs are out of there. However, now this doesn't actually activate at all. I would like to be able to turn this off. And I understand if this isn't getting a signal, it should be an inverted signal, and then that, from what I understand of what that should do. Alright, Tate. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the stream. And who knows, maybe we can actually play this minigame at some point on your stream. Yeah, actually I looked at the time. Yeah, it's about Tate for, so it was about time for Tate to start his stream a day. Move that on the other side, put that there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 back on something. Negative Z. And 1 up. Alrighty, so that disables it. That'll activate it. I think it's powered at all. See ya, AJ. Oh, wait, AJ, you're not leaving? Just saying bye to Tate. I was under the impression you were leaving with Tate since you said I'm following Tate. Oh dear God, that's a lot of entities in there right now. FPS is doing just fine. Hello, Galaxy. Apparently I'm still on Team 4. Yeah, let's see, it teleported all the mobs out, but it didn't actually deactivate itself. Might mean I need to come up with a different method for this. So if I do that, that should lock that. And then I need to fill that in with stone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What was that again? Negative Z. -6 to -3. Here's the hoping. Nope. I messed up. I messed up. It's not -3, it is -4. Please tell me that's right. Oh, I'd hope if I did that and then that. So that works, but it doesn't actually enable what I thought it would. Northern half being what exactly? Scoreboard teams leave. You'll think I'm still on the team, but it won't trigger. Alrighty, so that didn't work as I wanted it to. Hell, I don't even see the comparator actually get a signal. The comparator doesn't even get a signal long enough from that to visually output to anything. Wow. Alright then. Yeah, I do generally have a no links policy, by the way, but I'm okay with that. The no links policy is primarily for anti-spam. This is still enabled. How am I going to disable this? I'm not entirely sure. Oh, that's why it doesn't get enough power. Like, I don't actually see it get power of it. Yeesh. How am I going to do this then? Here's a question. If I restart the startup process, derp. Startup process is going to fail because I'm a derp. Let me go join a team. Then restart this process. And then leave the team. Alrighty, so that actually gave me a continuous signal. Continuous signal is something I can actually use. Let's see. 2Z, 1X. Alrighty, so that's actually going to disable it. Good. One of the things I'm trying to do with disabling these, by the way, is for optimization. The command block timers, if there's enough of them, will cause lag issues. Just from chunk updates and commands trying to run. That might have been the issue I had earlier, actually, with all those timers running at once. Something was offset or something or other. Something happened somewhere. Good night, Buck. Hope you enjoyed. Let's see. Okay, with that disabled, the block is at 1086.61, negative 941. Let's see, where do I have that block at? Is that what the block does? 1085. Yeah, that's gonna be the other one. Alrighty, so I'm going to Gene. Going to Gene. Team 1, because that's how that thing works, of course. That's how words work. Alrighty, something didn't trigger over here. I'm betting it was that system. Toads my goats, Demois, toads my goats. That's a lot of entities. Like, wow. Um, I'm thinking here on what's failing with that. What is failing with that? It seems like the mob spawning system is failing. Like, this here is not getting its information correctly. So I'm thinking like this gets ran once and then that's it. Just us two, huh? Ah, that's fine. Biggest thing about learning or getting people to watch you stream is actually exposure. The more people that even stop by might stop by again. So it's the same policy I have with my YouTube channel, by the way. It's actually why I don't like shove it down everyone's throats every second of every day by any means necessary. I apparently cannot talk and work at the same time at the moment. The mob spawner disabler. Okay, so that's what that does. And then this does mob spawn in it. So that's the first one. That sets the stone. That sets the block to stone, and then this should set it to redstone. Yeah, pretty much pulling a Jenny. So what's going on with that? Is one of those blocks failing? Failing to execute? That works, it looks like, and that worked. Let's see. Oh, that is still active. Did this not work a bit ago? I swear this worked a bit ago. Command blocks? Are you running over there? Command blocks. Hello? Okay. Oh. Wow. I forgot I even broke that. I'm a derp. Oh, that time it worked. Yeah, that time it worked. Why did that work? Why did it work that time, but not the other times? I did absolutely nothing. Unless I made a change I'm unaware of. Did I make a change that I'm unaware of? Let's see, 11106 is when that got executed. Yeah, then failed again. Why is that failing? What is going on over here? The hell is going on over here? I am very confused about this. What did I do that made it work before? It could be delay issue, but I'm not sure I understand what the issue might even be. Let's see, that did nothing. So it wasn't because I did that. That time it worked. Let's see, it's because I had that block gone? See, I had that block gone. Does that make it work? Stored teams leave. Oh wait, that second time it wouldn't have worked because the counts weren't reset. Yeah, that's what these command blocks are for. And I'm gonna go ahead and lock that. I locked the disabled, the game validation disabler. So now it'll still say the message, but the game is still valid. Go me. Reward settings. Not settings. Objective, set display, sidebar, settings. Invalid 0. It distinguished as 0 before. I need to disable that one as well. Yeah, that'll disable it. Command blocks? Oh, that's right. I removed the damn comparator again. Damn it. Alrighty, so I'm going to leave it this way by default, because that's the way it's going to be at the end of a game. And let me re-enable that. Head on over here. And watch what happens. I need to disable that system first, which is what that does. And then I need to enable it. Not with that block, this one. Are these other two blocks interfering with it somehow? Let's... What do these do? That's for the system of moving the mobs over. I don't believe so, Demos. There's definitely something going on, but I'm not 100% sure what that something might be. So 117.23, 117.23, and I have this filling from here to there. Is my logic on this wrong? Let's see, if I do nothing with those two blocks, like if I just remove them, and these over here because they're not necessary anymore. Let's see, it's this one, and that one. So that's what the system would look like without those in it. We go ahead and run this through its paces, and this. So this is what it looks like when it's completely locked up. that one does the stone, and then that one does the redstone block. Yeah, see, that worked. It worked just fine to enable it. Yeah, because that's where it'll be, and then bam. And then locked. And then bam. So that does the set block for the stone, and then does the destroy command, and that is right then left. Right then left. Apparently that's still running for one reason or another. Not sure why. So that's the way that should be. I think something didn't get toggled right, like it didn't default correctly. The thing is, though, this is the default state of it being disabled. To undo this, I would have to make that stone, this redstone block here, and then the stone block redstone. I'm more or less inverting those two. This one has to be disabled first, and then that one, though. But it should work. I don't understand what was going on in the path that it was. Everything should be back to default now. Now, this is all the default setup for this, for disabled timers. Yeah, it worked. And now it's back to its default state. And hello, Geckoman? 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 This is why I don't usually try to pronounce names. And is it seriously raining again? Minecraft, stop raining. This ain't the Minecraft server. Come on. Alrighty, so it's back to normal. It's running through its paces. It works. Okay. Does this continuously work? Can I now hit the start game sequence again? Yeah, all about your game settings, blah blah blah. Not everyone's assigned. I'm aware I'm not assigned. I disabled you. Okay, so that works. Definitely works. No, don't toggle downfall. I want to kill off the entities before I get a bajillion of them. I don't believe they will. Unless it's been made final within the past 4 to 5 hours, I don't think they will. And thanks, Gecko. Geckoman? Geckoman? So I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. Yeah, I don't think Microsoft is going to buy Mojang. Alrighty. Is there anything over here then that I need to disable via the timer system? The game duration text is actually not running. Why is that? What happened to the command card? Didn't you ask me that before, Mitchell? Command block minecart. 1. Oh, whoops. Give it to who? You ask? No one. Give it to no one. That's it. That is the entity that I killed that was named at this minecart. That explains it. Hey D-Moist, maybe you need to read the rules as well, because it says no backseat modding. And that's why this one didn't work. Ziploc. Literally though, D-Moist, like the first rule is no backseat modding. Rule number 5 is no action can be mod. Why did I activate that manually? I don't know. Because that is not what I wanted to test. I wanted to test the time left value. That's interesting. I don't actually have anything for the time. I set everything else up and forgot about the time. Yeah, what is this block? That is 1157 negative 913. Yeah, that is the timer that... Wow, how did I forget that? Let's see, it's gonna be here. A sign on top of signs. Gotta love it. And yeah, Gecko, Mojang really is worth a lot more than 2 billion just off of the number of copies of Minecraft. Yeah, that English. I really can't do English tonight, apparently. Yeah, just based off of the number of Minecraft copies that have been sold alone. I might have to tweak the spread players command though for these entities. I think it's a little too close, maybe. It does make it nice and random looking though. Like, do you really see a pattern in there? I mean, outside of the fact that it's semicircular, I guess, in terms of spreading. It also seems to even itself out. And oh, the timer is running. So that's working. It's good to know. Let's check on this. It's doing its thing. It's making all the particles ever. Because I'm using a minecart system, I have to destroy the block. Yes, Gecko? My heart. Again, can't speak tonight apparently. The minecart disappears when it's barely out of the view. It's weird. Ooh, particle those. Particles. Gecko, I would have to get back to you on that. It wouldn't be a bad thing, but I'm not entirely interested at the moment for a dedicated server for developing on, especially considering I can just do it locally for the time being. Teemo? As in League of Legends Teemo? Minus, you know, the actual appropriate spelling. Scoreboard objectives. Set display, sidebar settings. Scoreboard players. Set game duration ticks settings to 100. So that's a few seconds left. Alright, that enabled, this ran. Word objectives, set display, sidebar, team scores. So everyone got 0 points according to the scoreboard. This disables those which I checked out earlier, which worked. The other thing I need to do is get rid of all these mobs. And let's see, how do I do that without also not targeting these guys here? Let's see. I would need the northwest corner. Northwest corner. -111158 -947. Computer engineer, huh? I went to college for 2.5 years for software engineering. My original intentions were to do a triple major. The triple major would have been software, computer, and electrical engineering. I still want to do that to some extent, but I don't know if I'm going to do it anytime soon. I might just get a master's in software and be done with that. What is the length of this here? I don't even remember. I want to say this in here area was 50 by 50. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53. Wait, what? 53? It makes the inner portion 51? 53? No, it's 52. I must have counted a block twice. 52, yeah, that makes sense, because the inner area is 50 by 50. So 52 by 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58. 58 by 58 would be this entire area, including the bins themselves. I needed that information for this command, which is going to be the one responsible for getting rid of the mobs. A logo? Logo for what exactly? Yep, that worked. Get rid of all the mobs from here. Actually, they got teleported 100 blocks down below. So you can see they're actually falling. I have a email address in my Twitch description down at the bottom. It is intended for business-related inquiries. And stuff like that. That's essentially where I would want those kind of things to be channeled through. Avatar or not Demoy, so still fall under that thing down there, because I'm trying to look down at it with Minecraft. Of course, that works. Let's see, the other thing I would need to do... Actually, that can be put up to here. How do I compare two scoreboard values? Scoreboard players, test, operation, target name, team 1, team scores, operation is... Okay, so it'll be greater than or less than situation here. Gecko, I mean, if you want to do channel art and stuff for me, feel free to. I'm always looking for new things, because most of the shit I've done was on my own. Alright, Gecko. Good night, man. Hope see you again at some point, Gecko. Let's see, if Team 1 is greater than Team 2... I essentially have to sort 4 things in Minecraft using command blocks. Unless there's a magical way of picking the highest value from a list of scores that I'm unaware of. Actually, I might need to Google that. Someone might have actually came up with a way. There might actually be a way to do that. Pick highest score from the scoreboard. Reward objectives. Get max value. I don't think I found anything that would work. There is one suggestion of the count selector argument would do it. Some cow. Alright, so Team 1 is definitely winning at that point. By 16. Wrong one. There we go. Alright, so Team 1 has 16 points. Let's see, test 4. That's A. Score. That did not do anything. Had to refresh it. I'm very confused. How would I do this, though? I would need a foolproof way of doing this. Let's see. I'm gonna do some repeater action down here. This represents four teams. I would compare these two. Let me move these over. So this is Team 1 and Team 2. Those two would get compared, and those two would get compared. Depending on the result, I can get Team 3 or Team 4, or Team 1 and Team 2. Let's just pick the first two of each section. So I would get Team 1 and Team 3 beating out their counterparts in this, and then I would have to do another test of them to determine who the winner between those two are, and that would leave me with one person. However, if the other case is true... Visual learning, by the way. If this case is true, those two would have to be compared as well, and then given the winner of... And that is just 2 of the 4 combinations I need. Yeah, because the other variant of this one would be 1 and 4, and the other variant of this one would be 2 and 3. So that would look like... This is not the final design of this. Actually, I don't... This wouldn't even work. So this is 1 and 3 over here. This is 1 and 4. What am I doing? I don't even know anymore. That would go into command blocks. And then those two would be compared. And the winner picked. And this would be 2 and 3. I can do a test of scoreboard value. I can compare 2 scoreboard values actually using the operation command. I can use greater than, less than, not equal to, and then addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and modular division. Equals to, I would want to avoid. Essentially what I'm trying to do is greater than. So this is this is team 1, team 2. Team 1 is greater than team 2. This gets sent out. Then team 3 is greater than team 4. Hello, Nat. That would get sent out. Then I would have to compare team 1 and team 3. And then from that, whoever is greater than, for example, let's say team 1 is, team 1 would win in that particular scenario. Hey Nat, I got a question for you. Any way to pick the highest score from a scoreboard objective? Any quick way you can think of? We've gotten a lot done. Trying to wrap up the actually ending sequence of this. And one of the things I'm trying to do is actually figuring out which of the 4 teams won. I'm aware I could do the operation command for the greater than. I was doing some visual diagrams here with command blocks, repeaters, and redstone dust, which honestly doesn't really make any sense if you're actually, unless you're actually here listening to me. But yeah, I'm wondering if there's a not that you know of, huh? Yeah, I was wondering if there was a quick way to do this. Yeah, because essentially I'm going to have a command block for testing if player 1 is greater than player 1. Team 1 greater than player 2. Team 1 greater than player 3. Team 1 greater than player 4. At least that's what I think. See, I essentially need 3 states for this. One state is going to be indeterminate. Another state being true. The other state being false. That's not a comparator. Maybe. Scoreboard objectives. No, not objectives. Players, operation. Target aim, target objective, operation. Team 1, team scores greater than team 2, team scores. That didn't work. What is that operation doing? What did it actually set to? Alright, so that's not actually working. Scoreboard objectives, test. No, players, test. I can think of a half dozen ways to do this in any programming language, but when it comes to Minecraft redstoning, why do you suggest divide equals? And what would I be divide equaling? There'd be plenty of different options in the programming languages, but that's besides the point. Like, for example, though, in a programming language, these scores would probably be in an array format. Java has a built-in array utility for finding the max. If it didn't, you could brute force your way through there by sorting it and then picking one at the top, etc. Oh, I see what you mean. So you want that. Yeah, then if scoreboard players set team 2, team scores 17, if that was executed, that would actually be 0. If it's not 0, then in this particular case, team 1 would be the highest. But if it is 0, team 2 would be the highest. I don't think that really gets me any further than using the greater than symbol instead. Oh, that's just going to be the operation successful anyway. That's interesting. Why is it doing that way? Huh. Divide equals method might work better. Yeah, notice greater than is just not working. It's not working as I would expect it to. From what I would expect that to do is if Team 1 team scores is greater than Team 2 team scores, it should just keep the Team 1 score. That's obviously not what was happening. It was keeping it was actually assigning Team 2 to Team 1. Which is weird to me. And that'd be for Team 3 and 4. So it gets executed once. It is now a 1. It's just gonna give me a signal output regardless. Here's a question. Left or right? Left? Say right. Right, then left. God damn it. Of course it is. Of course it is. How about that? Say up. Say down. Right. God damn it. What's this command block doing here? Use a clock to constantly subtract 1 from each score. Okay. Scoreboard objectives. Add dummy. Add settings. Dummy game settings. What? Why is the command block there? I don't know. How does test 4 work on teams? As far as I'm aware, test 4 works on entities. There's a test for blocks command. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I'm not sure how I would do ties. Like, I would just... I would default to whoever is on the top of the list in alphabetical order. So, like, if Team 1 and Team 2 tied, Team 1 would win. They technically both win because of a tie, but I'm not going to command block in, at least not this first run through this game. command block in just detection like that. Yes, it is. It does expect a min and max. The min and max, as far as I'm aware, cannot be pulled from a scoreboard value. I'm not 100% sure of how that works, to be honest. It gives me a 0 or 1 if it's between the range, or between the min and max inclusively. So, like, if I asked for... Wait, what? Oh. Yeah, score 19 is not in range of 1 to 10, but I have to give it the values 1 to 10. As far as I'm aware, I cannot just do, like... Oh, the min-maxing after the clock thing. So the clock would constantly decrease 1 from team 1, 2, 3, and 4 until there's only 1 remaining. That's what you're telling me. Truth be told, me trying to figure this out isn't necessary. What is this for? Oh, right, the up-down thing. I could just have it say game over, and then let the people playing deal with who wins and who doesn't. What I wanted to do with finding out which team won was actually throw up a title at everyone with a title of Team 1 wins. Huh? Oh, damn it. Yeah, something like this. So it's there. Bit more, you know, user-friendly. How would I disable the clock, though, once there's only one? Without having, like, 16 AND gates. Not AND gates, NAND gates? No. XOR gates. There we go. What song is this? Disable the clock with fancy redstone. Yeah, it would be fancy redstone. Ooh, Nat. Do you like this AND gate over here, by the way? It is a 12 input AND gate in Minecraft. And yes, 12 inputs. When you never think you'll ever need a 12 input AND gate in Minecraft, there is a purpose. There is indeed a purpose. Though, to be honest, I'm probably going to replace the sandstone with glowstone at one point, but yeah. This whole AND gate, by the way, is just for turning this clock off. The spawning clock. So this and this doesn't constantly run after it's finished. So this all the way runs. Once those have all locked up and finished spawning, This then activates to lock up the clock over here. That's all the purpose of that AND gate. Just to stop the clock from running. It's a nice AND gate, though. When I was first building this, I actually had it a lot more complicated. I had a series of AND gates connected, chained down. So like I was doing these two, and then doing an AND gate between them, outputting that, and then doing another AND gate out of that. 2 signals to get down to 1 signal. And then I just kind of fuck it and did that. Yeah, 12 input AND. Yes, I did, D-Wise. The issue with using chess, by the way, is, especially if you're going to use a comparator, is items are not equal. Correction. Items are equal in some aspects. Meaning you can't get a difference in signal between 1 and 2 items. Wow, it's been a while since I've typed in toggle downfall. I do like the divide equals idea. So that does it for teams 1 and 2, and that does it for teams 3 and 4. Yes, that. Teleport 4 Weather Skull markers, once for each point the corresponding team has. Where are you going with this, Nat? Did Twitch stop updating chat, or was that it? Because I'm not sure I understand what TPing for Wither Skull markers would do for anyone. Like I'm not sure how like it's closer to the goal. Okay, still not following your logic entirely with that. Yeah, I'm not sure what your logic is yet. Right, it'll just pick one, but that doesn't give me any idea of which one won. Like, how does it picking one determine which one won? I mean, I understand I can teleport them away, but like the result doesn't just give me a team name. How does it tell me what team won? Because that is the part I'm not understanding. Right, I understand that, but then I select it. It doesn't give me the name. The radius selector does what exactly? Like, how would I know what the radius should be anyway? Especially in a game with customizable points set up and mob counts. Like, 10 mobs aren't dedicated in stone, and each of the mobs being worth a certain amount of points isn't dedicated in stone. Now, there's also the issue of the fact that points are customizable. Meaning a cow can be worth 1,000,000 points. That would be a Wither Skull 1,000,000 blocks away. I'm pretty sure command blocks would fail to work on it at that point. Pretty sure command blocks would fail to work, or anything would fail to work 1,000,000 blocks away. Let me actually test that. No AI chicken. Found the chicken, huh? 1,000,000 blocks away? Really? It's finding the chicken. No AI chickens are weird, by the way. Hello, Barney boy. Go away. Or I could go this route I was thinking. Slightly more complicated in terms of redstone layout, but should be every greater than check necessary here. Using the divide equals method. This here should be the way I'd be able to determine which is the winner by the output. Oops. Alright, Nat. Take it easy. Thanks for your assistance, by the way. Indeed I do. And I do understand it now, so... Taking a very software engineering approach to this problem. Let me actually go ahead and throw in another window capture. Bam. Truth table, by the way, is what this would be called. For those of you unfamiliar what this looks like, or what this is, it's kind of a thing used actually in software engineering. It's weird. So T2 is greater than T3, but T2 is also greater than T4, so T2 is a winner. That would also be T2. I'm sure you do, D-Voice, but there's other people here besides yourself. At least I believe there is anyway. There was at one point. I do intend on copy pasting this a few times just to ease my pain. Alright, so in those cases it is Team 1. Team 1 is greater than Team 4, but Team 2 is also greater than Team 4. So that means Team 1 and Team 2 could be equal, less than, or greater than. In this particular case, I would want T1. Actually, in this case, I really don't care what it is. It's a don't care situation. Just like this one, that's a don't care situation. That's definitely a Team 3 win. If Team 1 is not greater than Team 2, I mean Team 1 is less than T2, which means T2 wins out of that contest. But if Team 2 is also not greater than Team 3 or Team 4, that means Team 2 is essentially at the second to bottom. So what I understand from that, meaning Team 4 would win? No, meaning Team 3 would win. I do like the Nats teleport idea, but there's a part of me that feels like there's a lot that's going to be changing with entities soon. And I would rather use a more guaranteed method to make sure it works than to rely on a teleport method and a selection method that may not work in the future. Let's see. Team 1 is greater than Team 4. Team 2 is greater than Team 4, and Team 3 is greater than Team 4. That would mean Team 4 is at the bottom. But it wouldn't give me the actual winner in that particular case. See, Team 1 is greater than Team 4, Team 2 is greater than Team 3. That also does not actually give me a valid winner. Let's see, this is all of that. Raw is what I want for these. So Team 1, Team 1, Team 1, Team 2. Team 2. I don't want to do these names. Team 1, Team 2. Team 1, Team 2. Team 1, Team 3. Team 1, Team 4. T2, T3, T2, T4, and T3, T4. And those should have all failed. Yep. Scoreboard objectives, set display, sidebar, team scores raw. Scoreboard players, set, team 1, team 2, 0. Team scores raw. Team 1, Team 2, Team 3, and Team 4, 2 and 3, and 2 and 4, and then 3 and 4. Let's see, then, from that, I want to scoreboard players operation team 1, team 2 team scores raw equals team 1 team scores, and need that done for 3 and 4, then 2 and 3, and then 4, and once more for 3 and 4. Scoreboard objectives. Set display, sidebar, team scores. Setting team 1 scores to 26. Then team 3's to 32. Let's do 32. Alrighty. So obviously Team 4 would win this particular instance. If I was to run these command blocks here, oh, I'm a derp. Need to change the other portion of those as well. There we go. Okay, and then this command would then, let's see, after that, these commands would have to be executed. The first one being team 1, team 2, team scores raw, divided by equal to team 2, team scores. And then that one would be for team 3 compared to team 1. And then team 4 compared to team 1. Then 2 and 3. Then 2 and 4. Then 3 and 4. Something doesn't seem right there. Alright, so Team 1 and Team 2. Results on a 1. Does that make sense? Team 2 is set to 19, Team 1 is 26. So yes, 26 is greater than 19, I should get a 1. This is Team 1 and Team 3. Team 3 has a score of 32, Team 1 has 26, so that should be a 0. Then this is 1 and 4. 4 is going to be the highest, I know that, so that's going to end up being a 0. This is 2 and 3. That ends up being a 0. That ends up being a 0, and that ends up being a 0. So this would give me a 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 result, which means Team 4 would win. Because no one was greater than Team 4, but Team 1 was greater than Team 2, which doesn't really matter in this particular case. So yeah, it's Team 1, Team 4, Team 2, Team 3, Team 2, Team 4, Team 3, Team 4. So this bit of information here indicates Team 4 won. That's what this means. Let me put that on a sign somewhere over here. How many bits are here? 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Team 4. Head back to this screen. Score players set. Team 3 team scores. Let's set this to 76. Then head on back to this. Run those again. Alrighty, so this gives me a output of this here for Team 3. Block data. Text 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That was with Team 3 greater than Team 4, greater than Team 1, greater than Team 2. That means there's, what, 16 values that actually make any sense to me? Yeah, there should be 16 permutations of this that actually make sense. All other cases being doesn't make any sense. Or is it more than that? No, there should be 24 variants that actually matter. If I'm not mistaken. Pretty sure I'm not mistaken now. See, team 1, team 2, team 3, team 4, team 1, team 2, team 4, team 3. Team 1, team 3, team 2, team 4. Yeah, I'm getting tired of myself, D-Wise. Team 3, team 1, team 2, team 4. Wow, actually looking at the time, might actually call it stream. Might, at least in the next 15 minutes. D-Moise, I'm doing a truth table. Same source is bound to happen. Yeah, there will be 24 combinations. There's 6 combinations per set of 4. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 4, 3, 1, 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 4, 2, 1, 4, 2, 3, 1, 4, 3, 2. And then pretty much identical for team 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, so that gives me 24 values that actually mean anything for outputs over here. team 4 to 10. Set team 3 to 3. 2 to 2. 1 to 8. So I got 4, 1, 3, 2. So it still gives me 0, 0, 0 for the output here. Oh, Tate is toasting me now, apparently. Interesting. Hello, Tate's viewers. Nothing like catching that out of the corner of your eye in Twitch chat. Woo, raids! Howdy, AI. I'm actually not doing anything What's up, Tate? Dobie? I'm actually not doing anything too entertaining at the moment. Just working on the design, to be honest. And, doing the most boring thing ever, I guess. Double checking, by the way, what I'm doing right now is trying to set up command blocks to determine which actual team wins. Thanks, Tate. Thanks for the raid, and thanks for, saying to follow me. Animal fishing minigame AI, yeah, essentially I do. I was working on logistics. Animal fishing minigame is a minigame, for starters, of course, where people use a fishing rod in this chamber over here, where mobs will spawn. With the fishing rod, they are to get the mobs into this chamber over here. Mom spaghetti. Night, Toby. The mobs over into this chamber over here, where the mobs are worth points. Yay, points. Mobs are worth various amount of points. And the the team with the most points in the end wins. Yes, AI, it's a minigame. The mob scores are completely customizable. The time duration of the game is customizable. The amount of each mob is customizable. I think that's everything that's customizable at the moment without doing some sort of hacks, more or less. Yeah, so I'm going through the individual team score combinations, like team 1, 2, 3, and 4 in that order for greater thans, and executing a few command blocks to see what the output of this signal would be, just so I have an idea of what I need to look for in order to determine which team wins. That's essentially what I'm doing here. Like right now I need to make team 2... Alright, Tate, good night. If you have a potato, I would like to know how you killed a zombie, considering there's no place for zombies to spawn. Set team 2 to... Score is 9 for now. Go ahead and flip these two. Really, Tate? No save, huh? Alright, so that still gives me a 0 output. Night, Tate. Thanks for the raid. Let's put Team 2 back down. I need to put Team 1 above Team 2. And Team 3 above that. Oops, I'm a derp. Yeah, we'll just have a potato. Okay. So this particular case, I actually do get a different output than I would have expected. Alrighty. So next up, I need Team 3 to be... Wait, Team 3... Team 4, Team 3, Team 1, Team 2. That's what I just tested. Not 4, 2, 3, 1. Speaking of that, I need to put Team 2 now above Team 3. Team 4, 2, 3, 1. So that's what that would be. Yeah, sure, AI, that's just, I'll accept that as how potatoes work. Alrighty, so that gives me zeros all across the board. And Team 4, then 3, then 2, then 1 is my last Team 4 checking system. Is Gartrell still perma idle in Tate's chat, by the way? If you happen to tell me before you leave. Be interesting to know if he's just perma AFK in there. Hilarious if he was. Alright, time to set Team 4, not Team 4, Team 3 to 10. Team 4, let's go 8. Then Team 2, 6. And then Team 1, 4, why not? So 3, 4, 2, 1. I get 1, 0, 0, 0, zeros. Not A. AI. Maybe I need to go to bed too myself. Wow. I still can't speak apparently. Let's put that to 7. Sure. Hey. Should call him from A from now on, just because I can. Alright, so 3, 4, 1, 2 gives me 1, 1. Okay. Team 2 needs to be greater than 4 now. Well, I did say I was going to end the stream in 15 minutes, and that's in 4 minutes from now. I might go a bit over that just to get this over with. Alright, so that gives me 2 1s and then 4 zeros. Awesome. Now I need to make Team 1 above Team 4. One 0 1 0 1 0 0. Awesome. Once I have all this figured out, yeah, I would definitely end the stream at that point. Getting tired myself, and I actually gotta get up early, not tomorrow, but Saturday. Well, I guess tomorrow is Saturday at this point, considering it's 2:57 a.m., but yeah. Alright, Team 3, Team 1. Team 2. And Team 4. Okay. 01, the Team 3 cases have a lot of variance in which ones actually tell me if it's Team 3 or not for winning. There's very little commonalities between them. The Team 4 wins, it's essentially all off or just this one over here. So this is like a don't care condition over here. Like I don't care if that's on or off, but the other 5 need to be off. At least that's what I'm noticing this far. Let's see, now I need to test Team 3, Team 1, Team 2, Team 4. Wait, that's what I just tested. Oh, I need to swap the 4 and 2. Alrighty, for that case, it's 100101. Suppose I could set up command blocks just to really quick through those, but meh. Oh, it's 3 a.m. I got 12 more things to test, and then that'll be the end of the stream for now. Scoreboard players, set team 2, team scores 10, team 1 to 5, why not, team 3 to 4, team 4 to 2. So 2, 1, 3, 4 gives me a 4 zeros, 1 and 0. As a result, for Team 2 winning. Like I said, not doing really anything interesting at the moment. Just doing command blocks. So many command blocks. Actually, I'm not even doing command blocks. I'm just fucking doing testing. Meh. Uh, 2, 1, 4, 3. So I need to switch 4 and 3 around. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 0. Well, you're also into tech stuff. This is more of a development thing, and it's, honestly, development's not that fun. Not to watch anyway, unless you're the one doing it, it really isn't that fun. Let's see, team 2, 3, 1, 4. Oh, I already got that condition, met. 2, 3, 1, 4, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0. 2, 3, 4, 1 is the next condition. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, this is probably something I would have had figured out off camera because of how boring it can be. So half on, half off for 2, 3, 4, 1. One thing I'm worried about is a case where there are two identical outputs. That is what I want to avoid to happen. If there are two identical outputs, that means I am missing a logic somewhere. I am missing a logic. It's the only way I could put that, to be honest. 2, 4, 3, 1. Got it. Two, 4, 3, 1 gives a 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0. 2, 4, 1, 3. 2, 4, 1, 3 gives 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0. Didn't I already have that once? I did not. What did I have that was similar to that? I thought I had one that was similar. I have a 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0. That might be the one I'm thinking of. Huh. Alrighty, 6 more. Team 1 to 10. Team 2 to 8. Actually, Team 2 to 7. Because it can. Team 3 to 4. Team 4 to 1. Alright, so I got a 1, 2, 3, 4 condition. Which gives me a 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1 condition of output. And I don't have that already, do I? 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1. No. Good. Next up is me clicking off my screen and almost losing everything. No. Dear God, that would be a pain in the ass if I lost all this info. Next up is 1, 2, 4, 3. So 4, 3 would be that. So I can't believe I broke Minecraft earlier. Like, of all the things I can do, I broke Minecraft. How is that even possible? Let's see. 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1. 1, 2, 4, 3. 1, 2, 4, 3. Okay. 1, 3, 4, 2. 1, 3, 4, 2. Is the next one I need. One, 4, 1, 3, 1, 3, 2, 4. 1, 3, 2, 4. Well, the thing is, I broke Minecraft in vanilla. I'm not even using mods, and I broke Minecraft. It shouldn't be doable. 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1. Alright, that one I feel like I've had before. No? Okay. I guess I'll just keep going. Uh, 1, 3, 4, 2 now. Let's go with 4 of 7 and 2 of 4. So this is a 1, 3, 4, 2. Almost there. 1, 4, 2, 3. Ties do not matter. Ties will not matter. Crap, what did I just break? I broke a sign. Team 2, Team 3. I refuse there to be a tie. Let's put it that way. Team 1, 4, 3, 2 now. And the final output is 000111. Alrighty, so I have all of the combinations that are necessary to determine which actually matters and which doesn't. I'm assuming all the other cases of ins and outs would be ties of some sort. There are a lot of binary combinations that are not being used in this. Let me actually bring that up, and yeah. So yeah, that's essentially the values of the output I get for Team 1, the first 6, Team 2, the next, Team 3, then Team 4. As far as I'm aware, there are no overlapping outputs over Teams 1, 2, 3, and 4, which means my logic should be sound enough. I suppose I could do one additional test just to see what happens. Scoreboard, players, set, team 2, team scores 10. This way team 1 and team 2 are identical. So this would be like a 1 equals 2 greater than 4 greater than 3 test. Let me actually just pull up a notepad for this. So this would be a tie condition. So that's, and yeah. So that would be a tie condition. That would give me the tie that Team 1 and Team 2 would be tied, but and Team 3 and Team 4 are, of course, irrelevant. Which Doesn't make any sense to me, if you ask me, but okay. Anyway, yeah, that'll be it for the stream. Actually went over by 13 minutes longer than I thought it would. So, thanks for watching. Hopefully we'll get animal fishing done soon, because, I was, like, getting kind of bored developing it. Not, like, bored out of my mind, but, yeah. I would like to get it done, even if that means I do it off camera. Or rather off stream. So yeah, that'll be it for tonight. Thanks for watching. Thanks to everyone that has stopped by tonight. Thanks to all the new followers, even though I couldn't follow anyone that was actually following me on OBS because I'm a noob. I'm a noob. Yeah.